Instagram is fucking crazy.
Yes, she is.
Hey, girl.
I thank you guys for the love.
I love me some Moniece Slaughter. That's a fucking fact.
First of all, what you said
Girl,
about
but girl,
the
you a
threesome,
real one.
what
I
you
know
said
that.
about the threesome, I'll be on the same type of time. Like, excuse you, bitch. Sit at the end of the bed and rub your nipples. We don't have anything for you. Okay? You're just here for my nigga or my bitch, whichever one I'm with at the time, to look at, ma'am. We have nothing for you. Amen. Amen. Okay.
I be like, listen, eat my pussy, and that's
Not
cute.
me.
That's
Bitch,
cute.
But
But
at
after
the end of
that,
the bed,
bitch, you better
rub your nipples.
your ass to stepping.
Did you bring your rabbit? Did you bring your bullet? Oh no. I feel bad for you. Please sit at the end of the bed, rub your nips, flick your bean, do what you got to do. But no, you were never to actually physically participate. You were just supposed to sit here. Okay.
Right. You were just for the image. Like, I just wanted to look at you real quick.
Yeah, bitch, because I ain't got no ass. My nigga need an ass to look at. So you sit there, ass up, face down, and you you use your bullet. Okay, I bought me some titties.
Moniece,
I bought me
you're
some titties.
hilarious.
So he don't need to look at no titties. I got them. I came equipped with those. Okay, bitch. So yeah, and my teeth may be a little crooked, bitch, but I be sucking the skin off that dick. So we ain't got nothing play.
Fuck with your pretty ass. Would you ever fuck me? Cause I swear to God, I'll fuck you.
Right, and she is so freaking pretty too.
We can't
You're very beautiful.
But I would fuck the shit out of you, and you would fuck the shit out of me. But if we have a nigga,
I probably would. But here's the thing.
But she's not bumping pussies. Just to let you know.
First of all, I love to scissor. I don't know why bisexual women and lesbians are the real thing. Yes, it is.
Thank you. I was just saying.
Yes,
I like that.
It's part of the. It is, because I will definitely straddle a bitch and split those lips and slip and slide. Okay, it's part of the thing. It's not like the whole thing, but it's definitely a part of the thing.
Yeah, it's not like the whole time. It's just like a little part of it.
All right. So when you're in a relationship with a woman, do you want to bump pussies, or do you want her to pipe you down with a fucking dildo?
I do not allow penetration when I'm with a woman.
All right. So it's all about bumping pussies, right?
No, there's fingers, there's toys that aren't like. Here's the thing. If I want to be with a man, so I'm very much, like you said, an intellectual being, which also equates to emotional. I am not. It's a running joke in my family that I've never had an attractive boyfriend or girlfriend except for AD or Cam's dad, right? Because I'm not physically attracted. I'm emotionally attracted. So the example that I give all the time is Shamar Moore is one of my best friends.
Ooh.
And my friends are like, bitch, you should just, and I'm like, bitch, you should fuck him. Okay? Because you can be the finest thing walking the face of the earth. You can have all the money in the world. But if I don't feel emotionally secure, now as his friend, I know that he has my back. I know that he'll defend me, and vice versa, right? And he's a quiet person. He doesn't like all this social media shit. He doesn't like a lot of noise. He is very image conscious. And in real life, he lives that life, right? So all of our friends are like our family. So anytime one of us has like a milestone, a baby shower, a wedding, a gender reveal, a kid's birthday, like we always do it at Sham's house, right? That's Uncle Sham to all the kids. So like, and I say that to say I'm an emotional person. So for me, you could be the finest thing walking the face of the earth. If I don't feel emotionally connected, not only can we not rub elbows, okay, let alone you're not going to get me to orgasm. So for me,
that's true.
It's emotionally connecting with the person. Like, you are a beautiful woman, right? And that might be sexy, but that's not going to be enough to make me feel like I want to give you the best experience, or I want you to give me the best experience. If I want to be penetrated, I'll be with a man. I am openly bisexual. I do not discriminate. I do not judge people for liking what they like. But if I'm with a woman, I'm with a woman because I'm seeking at that time, place, and space in my life emotional sensitivity, right? So I would rather take my time with a woman, and not even on just anything sexual, but just sensual. Like, a woman's body to me is amazing, right? And so I would rather just take my time with a woman and that be that. You know what I mean? For like, I don't want a woman to try to be anything other than a woman. And to me, for me emotionally, like I used to tell my ex, my crusty cunt that I had on the show, like, would you stop putting on that fucking strap on? Because
oh my God.
yes, the crusty cunt. I don't want to give her any publicity. I don't want to say. I don't want to say her name. But you
Hold
know,
on, Lex. I'm gonna add Imani.
Go ahead.
I already know who that is, mamita.
right?
First of all, listen.
I used to tell her though. Real quick,
I'm not
to tell her,
gay,
would you stop?
Moniece.
Because all
I'm
I
not
hear
gay,
is,
sis. But I'd fuck the shit out you, son.
like, girl, is that you strapping on
I'd
Velcro?
fuck the shit out you.
I believe you, but I used to tell her, like, girl, do I hear you? Is that Velcro? I hear, girl. By the time you done did all that, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. That cold, stiff, hard, unnatural. No,
Worth your fucking vibration.
she definitely was not.
Everybody I seen you rocking with, Moniece, and I'm gonna say this, and I know I don't know you, but I see beyond all that bullshit, all this television shit. You actually are a very deep spiritual being.
Very much.
They don't understand you, and they don't understand why you're so deep. So I just want to say, I see you, mama.
It's the Pisces in her.
Well, I appreciate.
Oh, she's
that,
a Pisces.
I'm a Pisces, March 4th. That's
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, that's definitely me. And that's why I say, like, when I'm with a woman, I just want a woman to be a woman, and I want to be able to be a woman, because I don't feel emotionally secure enough, intellectually secure enough to be with a man. Physically secure enough? Absolutely. Do I think that a man could run out and find a bitch that looks better than me? No. Do I feel like a man could run out and find a bitch that's making six figures, has her own house, takes care of her kid, outside of television, doesn't have any baby daddy drama, doesn't get child support, baby daddy not popping up at the crib? You're never going to find that. Do I feel like a man could run out and find a bitch who's not just looking for a trick, looking for a come up, because that's the generation that we're in? No. You're always going to find a bitch with an ulterior motive. You're always going to end up with a bitch, especially if you're an attractive man, especially if you're making money, and especially if a bitch feels like she can play with you. She's always going to do what you allow her to do. So do I feel like you're going to find a bitch who says, if you walk out that door, don't come back here? You're not going to find that, because this door is mine.
Moniece is saying all that.
Hold on, because I say this. I gotta say this.
Like, this shit is scary.
All due respect, Imani. I'm sorry. Your mother, Moniece, I've seen your mother, and your mother is just a powerful woman. Like, almost like she be checking you, like, Moniece, what are you going to do?
Oh, I love Miss Marla.
You know, she's a very amazing queen, where it's almost like, you know, she checks you without fucking telling you what to do. And so I love that. And honestly, I respect you as a mama. I respect you as a woman. And I know the world might not fucking understand what the fuck you about. But for me, from watching you on TV, I know I don't know you. But I respect you. And I really...
We already know.
Excuse me, stupid. Excuse me, stupid.
Millie. Hey,
Millie,
relax. Hey, relax.
No, you relax, because you're up to me.
Hey, relax.
What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
Relax.
Okay, papi. Lo siento, pero.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
My whole family is like that. We're very much like that with each other. So I don't come from a family where, and that also makes it hard for me to be in hetero relationships. Accountability is not an option in my family. Failure is not an option in my family. Transparency is not an option in my family. When we were upset with each other, when I was upset with my siblings, so here's the thing, and this is what Lies and Flip Flop didn't do a good job of translating. My 10-time Grammy Award-winning gospel singing father is my stepfather, but he's known my mom since second grade.
Right.
My mom was in second, he was in third. My mom only met my biological father because my mother's father played professional baseball. So when he was here in LA with the Angels, he and my grandmother divorced. My grandmother is a medical pioneer, got caught up in her own stuff, shipped my mother here to LA. My grandfather enrolled her in Linwood Academy. She met my dad, who's from the street. So with that being said, my mom was a freshman. He was a junior going, about to become a senior. Boom. She gets pregnant her junior year, has me her senior year, graduates a year early. Bam, there I am. She goes back to Alabama. She gets back with my stepdad. They get married when I'm 1. So that's the only dad I've ever known. But when I tell you this man embodies unconditional love, empathy, understanding, and acceptance and forgiveness in human form, my mom ended up having, and the only reason I say this publicly is because they've talked about it on their podcast, but my mother ended up having an affair with my biological father after she married my stepdad, and they had my brother. And my dad stayed because he said, you're not bad, you're broken. Right? So that's the type of family that I come from. But that also meant when we were mad at each other as brothers and sisters, we didn't get to walk around the house upset. If we had a problem with our parents, doors were taken off the hinges. I didn't get to shower with the bathroom door when I was talking crazy and doing all this crazy shit. I didn't get to go to sleep with the bedroom door. When I was getting up too early because I was worried about putting on makeup and fitting in with the kids, my mom took my weave out and said, you have hair to your ass. We're going to Target. Give me back all these designer clothes. She bought me 3 pairs of shorts because it was summertime, 3 pair of Target shoes, 3 pair of Target sandals, and 3 shirts. I had about 27 interchangeable outfits, right? Combined.
Make it work.
And that was how I learned to love me for me. And after that, I was like, it is what it is. That was how I learned transparency. So with that being said, to land the plane, to dock the boat, I don't come from a family of brown nosers. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm right, I'm right.
Straight up.
My parents, my cousins, my brother, my sister, they'll check me in front of anybody. We don't live in a secret. Now, my dad is a little bit different. He doesn't believe in airing out the family dirty laundry, right? So if I'm tripping in a public space, my dad won't react. Now, privately, he'll tell me what's going on. But the rest of us, my grandmother, who's a psychiatric nurse, my mom's mom, she's also, with her, because that's her profession, she has to weigh everything that's going on. So she has to weigh where we are, who's around, what the weather is like. It's like, is it hot? Because we all know Moniece doesn't do well in the heat. Is she hungry? Because we all know she don't do well under hunger.
Moniece, quick question. I don't mean to cut you off, but you don't think it's better to have well, I can't say what's better or not, but do you think it's probably needed to have a balance of both? Because like I live on that fence of transparency, right? But then there are moments where I can become too transparent, especially to people who might cause me harm. And there's moments where I need to pull back and not always be so open to the world. Do you think that might be a problem or still something that's a gift for you?
I think it's a gift and a curse. And the reason I say that is because you have to remember, Instagram was a thing. Let's see, I got on Love and Hip Hop 2014, which was the first season of Hollywood. I've been there since season 1. Twitter came about 2010, and I remember that because I was pregnant with my son. Instagram came end of 2011, top 2012. Love and Hip Hop wasn't a thing in California yet, right? So all I knew to do, and I'm always the last amongst my peer group, so I was the last to join MySpace, the last to join Facebook, the last of my peers to join Instagram. I didn't know what any of this stuff was. I was living under a rock. And when I got on television, it was them that put the whole, social media has become a very important tool, and it's going to be this and it's going to be that. Yeah. So we need you to post. We're going to verify you. We need you to do this. And then by just being me, because I thought this was a place where I was just going to live my life, right? That was how it was sold to each and every one of us. None of us knew. I don't care how successful we were underground in Hollywood, because we all were successful. I'm a songwriter. That's what I was first. Akon said, you're going to be a singer. This was long before TV, right? So we all have known each other. So that being said, it was sold to all of us like we're literally just living our lives. Cameron's going to show up on this day, that day, whatever day, and you're just going to live your life. You're going to talk to your friends. You're going to this, you're going to that, right? So I'm not thinking anything other than I'm just living my life. So when I had that moment where I reached across the table and snatched old girl, this is what people have to understand. There's what we call a real world and a story world. And now being a vet, I understand what story world really is. It's a bunch of producers sitting in a room saying this, and this. This is an A storyline. This is a B storyline. Did you see how she? See, what happened was I kept telling everyone. They sit us all down and we have a security meeting, right? And they say, what should we look for when you're about to explode? Now, I'm really thinking they care, right? So I'm like, well, I have something to say. They don't. So I'm like, well, I have something to say about everything all the time. So when I go quiet, you're running into problems. When I run out of words, you're running into problems. Well, I hadn't run out of words all season, so I think they thought I was playing. So when that moment happened, that was a 4-hour moment. But viewers got what, a minute and a half?
Of course, I mean,
and that was me.
You were such a queen.
Well, that was me walking away. I had left.
Yes.
I said, take me home. I went to my production van. I prayed. I took my mic off. They sent somebody out and they said, look, do what you have to do. I said, what does that mean? And they said, why are you letting her disrespect you like this? I said, I'm not. I'm actually saving her.
They're trying to fucking.
I said, I'm saving her.
So they basically provoked you in that exact moment.
Of course they did.
It's not that they provoked me. They just said, we can see that you're fighting the urge to keep your hands to yourself. She's completely railroading you right now.
Right.
And mind you, what viewers also didn't know was we don't see anything till the viewers see it, till it airs. So we don't know how these edits have come out. So when they come to the van and they say, why are you letting her talk to you like that? All season she's been dragging you. Your son's father has been dragging you. Now, honestly, mind you, my brain is going because I didn't want to see the show in the first fucking place. I said, something tells me my baby daddy's about to blind.
I think you handled it perfectly, and that is
handled it the best of my ability. But
you literally said,
you gotta think.
You said to the chick, you said, please don't. I told you, don't keep talking out your rabbit ass mind.
Well, the thing about
you were
the thing about that.
And here's the thing is, Moniece, there's 2 times that you really actually held your composure. Where I'm like, people are actually trying to fuck with her. It's not even about that.